Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. So we're going to do you and who, and this is going to be for the second half of February. Gosh, we are here already. And this is going to be a general read. So if you're looking for a personal read to tap into your own personal energies, then you want to go to theguidedintuitive.com up here or my description box below. Okay. So you and who, the who could be a friend or family member. It could be one side of a situation or another. So it could have to not do anything with love at all. Or it could be a significant other, boyfriend, girlfriend, or even a person of interest. All right. So we're going to hop into this. One quick announcement, or a couple announcements here, just to let you know, we have a brand new class that is starting. It is, stepping in and activating your feminine Empress energy, so you can walk into the room and own it. So it's in my description box below. Do check it out. I'm so excited for this, and it's real important sometimes, especially for us women out there and those who carry that feminine energy and want to expand it a little bit more. Because we get out into the workforce a lot, and then our masculine energy tends to take over a lot, mainly because in our society, that's what's rewarded. But we forget sometimes, and we suppress that. And then when we come home and in our social lives, we continue to suppress it. So this is about, bringing that out. And, it's this magical genius that is within you. And different ways to do that. We're going to do a lot of different things. So I'm super thrilled to offer this. And I hope to see you there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's get this going here. This first card is going to be how you feel about them. Okay, so how you feel, Sag, about them. What does that look like? We're going to be using a plethora of cards. All right, so what do I want to start? I want to start with these. Okay, so we're going to start here. All right, let's see here what is going on for Sagittarius. Second half of February, you and who. Okay, how you feel about them. Okay, here we go. Here's the first card you got. Wow. Okay, so this is about conflict and resolution. Okay, so this is what's coming. Okay, so this is about, if you've got a particular, Sag, if you've got a particular conflict that is stepping up in front of you, okay, in a relationship, or again, in a situation, if you're not focused on love at this time, this is saying to step away from this situation. You're being encouraged to step away from this particular conflict. For those that I'm tapping into, you're going to know what that is, okay? And this is saying you want to actually walk away from it, because you know in some distinct way, in some spiritual way, being very perceptive right here, right, that it is in your best interest to do so, okay? So that's exactly what I'm seeing here, that there is some sort of conflict at this particular time. Yeah, and it's just really telling me that right now is that there's a current situation right now in your life that's causing you conflict, okay? And there's nothing to prove or gain by actually, participating in that. And fighting at this particular time. And that's what this is talking about. And the universe has actually just put this conflict in front of you, as something to guide you so you can actually veer off into your true path. And so you're going to know what this is, because this is coming out very, very strongly. Okay. What you want to do is that in this situation is to bless those that are all involved in this, okay? So anyone that is involved in this, situation, and know that by you detaching, what happens is that new possibilities are able to open up for you, okay? This is what's coming strongly through here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a peace card, since that's what we're actually focusing on in this conflict resolution aspect that's popping up right now, okay? So how you feel about them, it's about stepping away from a conflict. Yeah. The next card that I get, and this is interesting because the card is talking about persistence, okay? And when I see this card, this tells me that at this particular time that you're focused to move forward in what it is that you love. Look at all that warmth. And look at the center of the tree is a beautiful heart, right? So this is telling me that, this is saying is that whatever it is that you're focused on, that you're persevering for, you know, or towards, Sag, you are going to be successful, okay? And that's what's coming into play. Look at the trees just flourishing. I mean, with all that energy, with that orange energy is, you know, a lot of that passion and that sacral chakra, but it's also the solar plexus and some of that yellow. And it's kind of, it's, you know, it's kind of, the tree is lit, okay? And this is saying is that you're, by persisting, your future is lit, okay? So that's what this wants to let you know, right? It's about if there is some sort of obstacle, you know, such as this situation that is put in front of you, this is just really saying it's just a something that's temporary. You don't have to worry about it. It's just a temporary setback. It's just, that's it. It's not like, oh my gosh, you know, I'll never get there. No, it's not that. It's actually a very, very minor temporary setback. And it's just a positive reinforcement to know that you are on the right track. You need to keep going, okay? Being resourceful, okay? And maybe it's about, you were thinking about going this way and now you've got to take an alternate path, okay? So, and that's okay. Okay, there's a bump in the road on this path, so you're going to go this way, okay? You keep on keeping on, okay? And that's what this persistence is all about. So whatever it is that you're focused on in your love life, and, you know, whether it's a work situation, whatever you have in your mind, what this is saying is how you feel about them is that you're going to persist and you're going to go down the road that's going to be best for you at this time. This is saying that success is guaranteed. So if you want a relationship to work out in some way, or a particular, you know, one side of a situation or another, this is saying is that it's just a matter of time. Continue to dedicate yourself towards this, continue on your persistence, and you know, and don't just, you know, throw your hands up in the air when just an obstacle comes into play. It's just saying that, hey, the biggest thing that you can remember here is that whatever this is, I can do this, okay? I can do this. I am closer than I have ever been, okay, to success. So, you know, note your comments below. I can do this. I am closest than I have ever been to success. Note that before, because what you're doing is you're instilling that into your vibration. Even by writing it down, you're putting that vibration out into the universe, and then you're setting that vibration out there, and you're walking that, okay? And that's going to be really, really important, but that's what comes into play. So how you feel about this other person. How do you feel about them? What does that look like? Okay, let's see what this is. How do you feel about them? Something has come to an end, okay? So there has been some sort of ending, Sag, which is, I really think in this situation, that it is something positive, okay? So death doesn't always have to be, the death card doesn't always have to be something negative that's happening. It's like, just like the seasons, there is death of summer, so spring can come into play, okay? So, you know, just keep that in mind. You know, it's like the change of seasons. So there has been, you know, a change that is happening here, okay? So let's go ahead and clarify after the death. What do we get? Yeah, this brings out, you know, stepping back from the situation and doing some, you know, looking at it from a different perspective. If you have an obstacle on your path, thinking, what is the next thing that I can do? Maybe I'm going to try this way. Maybe I'm going to try this way. Maybe I'm going to try it this way, okay, or this way, okay? So there's lots of different opportunities for you that are available, and this wants to remind you of this. So you got 2 major arcana in a row, so this is pretty big, okay? And let's see here. Yeah, and this is about, you know, pushing forth in a brand new beginning, okay? And that's exactly what I see here. You might have a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in your mix here, or you might be taking on this energy. But this other person, you know, I'm just, you know, saying there too is that if you might resonate with this side, you might resonate with the other side. So feel free to, you know, to interchange the messages. But that's what I feel is that you're on this brand new beginning, okay? So how you feel about them? You feel that that they are resourceful. You feel that that they can do anything that they would like to do. You know, you feel that they have got everything at their fingertips. Okay, how else do you feel about them? You feel that they're balancing something out. You know, it could be balancing out their emotions, balancing out, you know, this relationship. Could be balancing out, you know, just 2 particular things. You might be doing with the Capricorn, you know, Taurus or Virgo and Earth sign. And, yeah, and it's, and this other person, how they feel about you, or I mean, how you feel about them, is that you would like a happy home life with them. That's exactly what you want, a stable home life. Okay, this is about being very, very grounded. Okay, so it's, you know, that's exactly how I feel. Let's see how they feel about you. How do they feel about you? What does that look like? How do they feel about you? What is that? Wow, they feel that they have been going through some sort of transformation. They are creating a new person. Okay, so how they feel about you is that that within this relationship has gone, you know, it has brought them to some sort of transformation in their heart and in their communication. Those are the colors, the green and the blue that you see in here. And that is, it's like that you have kind of pushed them into some sort of transformation by being involved in this relationship. And this is about them, you know, coming back to themselves, coming back to the wholeness of themselves. And that's exactly what I see here. How else do they feel about you? Let's see what this is. Specialization. So this is about focusing on one person or one thing rather than multitudes of, you know, multiple things. So if this person had been juggling in the past, this is about, you know, honing in on one particular person and being transformed. This is about specialization, okay? So really focusing on one thing and honing in on that and being transformed in the process. I mean, look at this. It's like there's butterflies all around. So it's like transforming them. And it's interesting. So focusing on one person is actually transforming them. And maybe that's new for them. Okay, so how interesting is that? Wow. Anything else on how this person feels about you? Well, I get a positive outcome. So in this situation or in this relationship, this other person, how they feel about you, they feel that they can have a positive outcome with you, okay? They feel that there is an opportunity for a lot of positive outcome, okay? I'm going to pull some tarot on this and see what this is. How do they feel about you? Interesting, okay? Yeah, they feel that... wow, they feel a positive outcome. There's been some sort of completion. So it's kind of like there's been some sort of ending, which actually recalibrates the energy in this dynamic. So, you know, it's kind of like, this is success, fruition. This is positive outcome. So I don't know if in this situation or in this relationship is that this is what you wanted, okay? You wanted things to come to it or come to some sort of completion, or this could be a completion of, you know, an argument of some sort as well too. But I really feel this is a major arcana card. So this is like, I really feel that this is, you know, success, completion, and it's also a time for a brand new beginning. Hence probably why I saw the new beginning on your side. But they feel that there's been some sort of completion, but it has worked. Whatever has happened and come into play, it has been positive and has, you know, for the greater good for both sides. Okay, if that makes sense. What is, I want to get what you need to know most about them. What do you need to know most about them? Let's see what that is. What do you need to know, Sag, most about them? What is it? Okay. Wow. What you need to know most about them is that they are focusing on their self-worth. They're really focusing on regaining their self-worth, okay? Because I get the goddess of the angel of self-worth, and this is about this person at this particular time is undervaluing him or herself. And what this is saying is that it's allowing them to be stronger by doing whatever it is that they need to do at this time. It's allowing them to build up their self-esteem and their value, okay? So that's exactly what I see here. Okay, anything else what you need to know most about this other person? Let's see what that is. Wow. They're trying to gain their center, okay? They're trying to gain this, and they're taking, you know, that with all these masks that are around them, it was hard for them to kind of, you know, find their center. And I really feel that they're trying to gain, you know, it's kind of like the solar plexus. It's really about, you know, honing in on their center, you know, being strong in their convictions on what it is that they want, and taking the time out to make that happen and to understand that, you know. And sometimes it's just time that is needed to kind of let this come up and to get some guidance, you know, from the universe, you know, through this process. So this is quite beautiful. This is really quite beautiful. So they are getting their center, getting their balance back, okay? What you need to know most about this other person, what is it? Let's pull some tarot on this. What is it? a new opportunity is at hand, okay? So it's like the universe is handing them a brand new opportunity, a new beginning, a new start. This is inspiration. This is creation. This is really, really beautiful, okay? So they've got a new start, okay, which is really, really beautiful, okay? Anything else on what you need to know most about this person? Okay, yeah, a new start is coming, okay? Not so surprising, we just talked about that. So this is interesting. They are going through a brand new start, okay? And you're gonna know what this is because I really think that you were involved in a big part of this as well, okay? So what are the blockages in this situation or in this relationship, okay? What are the blockages, okay? Yeah, it's about being true to yourselves, really stepping. What's happening is that really coming out and being true and honest about both of you and what your values are and what you want in life, and expressing that, right? And this is about, you know, getting to the core of things, the core issue of the things. So that's kind of what I see here. So it's kind of like it's kind of mind blowing. Okay, it's like that there is a choice. It's about getting in this situation. It's getting to the heart of the situation. Sorry about that glare there, you guys. So it's getting to the heart and the core of the situation of what's going on, okay? And the closer that you get to the truth, sometimes it can be somewhat mind-blowing, right? It's like, whoa, I didn't know that, you know, kind of that type of thing, okay? So this is... there's a lot of external pressures that are around, and this is about seeking calmness so that the time and space, I don't know if you guys are away from each other or something, but yeah, so this is about, choose what you want. Do you want wealth, relationships? Do you want independence? Do you want status? Do you want, family, just joy, or you want control? I mean, what is it that you want? Because this card comes out when saying get to the core issue of what it is that you want, because you're going to be asked to express that in this situation or in this relationship, okay? It's about meaningful dialogue between you and that other person, okay? So that's exactly what I see here. You can get a strong sense of someone by observing their actions and what it is that they do, okay? And observing their interactions with the world around them. You might not know exactly, totally what, ever really know someone, because, it's hard to do that. But you can actually get a strong sense of who they are by what they do and how they treat others. So it's actually asking you to really sense that in this relationship or situation, okay? All right, so I hope that's kind of the blockages or challenges that are kind of going into the play there. And anything else that wants to stand out in terms of the blockages, in this situation that might be standing in the way, the challenges, what is that? Okay, motion. How interesting. So you get core and then you get motion. Okay, so let me see here. Let me look at this. What is she looking at? Wow. Okay, so this is motion. This is like, at first I thought this was it's almost as like know what you want for the future and go for it. Remember we talked about that perseverance at the very beginning? This is about, going towards and taking the steps on what it is that you want and moving towards that direction, okay? Motion, okay? And you're shifting yourself. Maybe it's shifting a limiting belief, okay? For some of you, that could be the case. It's going to release this whole flood of creativity, of inspiration, right? And so that's what this is saying. And replace, oh, I hope that things change. Oh, I hope that, things happen. Change it with acting as if the change is there, okay? Act in change, okay? And so it is. So it's about stepping into it, taking inspired action and what it is that you want with that feeling already inside you that you have it. And, changing your thoughts to reflect that. So, it's your thoughts, you know, and then it's your feeling, whatever's evoked from there, and then taking expired action, that equals manifestation. Okay, so this wants you to put one foot in front of the other and do the motions. Okay, do the motions and acting for a change rather than thinking for a change or hoping for a change. Be the change, right? So that's so beautiful. This is beautiful, Sag. So rather than thinking of the change and rather hoping for the change, be the change. Okay, so I might even just title this video as this, because this is quite interesting. Okay, so you have the power to free yourself from any sense of guilt or whatever might be holding you back in this relationship or situation. This is saying that you do. It's all about motion. Okay, it's all about motion. You can choose to let go or you can choose to hold on. Sag, what will be your choice? Note it below. Okay, I'd love to know. Note it below, okay? Because this card here is encouraging you to release the blocks so your divine plan can step in and deliver and you can act on it and go through those motions there, okay? So this is really beautiful, okay? And you'll have that clarity, okay? You'll have that clarity once more, okay? So know what your motives are. What are your underlying motives in this relationship or situation that forces or compels you, right, in the directions that you want? Because you can't just hope them or think them. You have to act on them. You have to act on it to take you there. Okay. All right, guys, I hope that helped out a little bit. So just note your comments below. All right. So now we're going to move into what you need to know most about them. What do you need to know most about them? What do you need to know most about them? What is that? Okay, here it is. Angel of prayer. So this is about incorporating prayer and asking your source, whatever that is for you, for guidance in this process. Okay, so this is about, if you need help, to ask for it, right? And that's, you know, part of this, you know, emotion, I should say. This is saying that they ask the universe for help. Ask the universe for the guidance if this is what you're looking for, okay? So if you do need help, you're not sure, ask for the help. Know that it is coming. Believe it isn't coming. Continue to do your, you know, action as in acting and being that change. And so it is. It just is. It just is. Okay. So that's what this is saying. So what you need to know most about them is that, you know, they are looking for guidance and they're also looking for help. Now that could be you as well, but what you need to know is about them is guidance, is they're asking for guidance. Okay. What else wants to come through for them? What you need to know most about them, they're praying. I think they're praying for this situation, okay? They're praying for purification, okay? What you need to know is that they're purifying themselves, okay? What they want to do is they get to the naked truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I'm going to sound like a lawyer. And I don't even watch TV, guys, okay? I don't watch TV, so it's like, I don't know. It's just for some reason this is coming through. It's like when you purify yourself and you cleanse yourself, you just be, right? You just are. And so this is getting down to your wholeness, the true you, the naked truth, right? And the bare essentials. So what they're doing is they're purifying themselves at this situation and at this time. So this is quite beautiful, guys, really beautiful. What else do you need to know most about them? This is a 5 card. It's a 14 card reduced into a 5. It talks about, you know, change and things changing direction. This is Goddess of Earth. Okay, so this is about, you know, them using their creative nature and their creativity. Okay, and what's happened is they're using a lot of their imagination and a lot of their creativity. So this is saying is they're going through purification and they have an idea that is attached to their imagination that they want to act on, and it's going to be coming their way in this situation. Okay, what else? What else is your best way to move forward? Rediscover. You're rediscovering yourself. It's kind of like, it's the best way to move forward in this situation is that in this situation, you're rediscovering who you are. And it's almost like you feel like a child again. It's like a brand new journey. It's kind of like when you're first starting out again, you're seeing the world with a whole new set of eyes. And that's what's really coming through here. It's like, whoa, you find awe in like the coolest, in the littlest things. And it's so beautiful. It's like, you know how you take a kid by a child by a hand and you walk through shops and everything and they're like this, You know, they're just like looking. It says, that's how I feel what's happening to you right now, you know, in this new beginning, I think that you're having for yourself. It's like you're feeling like a newborn child and everything is, you know, shiny and bright and you want to kind of check everything out, you know, and that's exactly what I'm seeing here. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So I love that. Anything else in terms of the best way to move forward? What does that look like? What is this? It's time to take action. Okay, so this is pulling up into that, this is the Aries, you know, type energy, but this is really kind of that fire energy, and it's talking right now, it's time to take action. Just what we've already talked about, right? We've already talked about that. So this is just a confirmation of that, which is really, really beautiful. And any other messages that want to come through, you have been liberated. This is really beautiful. It's kind of like the rising above. Like it's like you really feel that you are just breaking free from some sort of negative attachment or negative belief, that of which has held you back previously, but no longer is doing that. Okay, it's no longer doing that now. So this is really gorgeous, guys. It's like you feel like this bird of love and you're flying around and you're seeing the world and the wondrous, beautiful, you know, scenery. Okay, and so that maybe there was some sort of negative attachment that has held you back. And this is about having faith, liberation. It's a 52 card reduced into a 7, having faith. The spiritual number is quite beautiful too. But it's about really moving forward, rising above, right? And moving towards the sun, brighter days ahead, right? So that's exactly what I see here. This is gorgeous, guys, really gorgeous. So anyway, I hope that this resonated in some way, shape, or form. I look forward to seeing you in the second half of, we're going into March now. So I'll look forward to seeing you in March, okay? And until then, namaste.